Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another Zenless Zone Zero reaction. Today we have this one. I forget the name of it. Rusty Waves, Rusty Wave. I did not have to look that up, I promise. Anyway, so we're going to be listening to this one as requested by Vilesia, and a lot of people apparently really like this theme. So I'm going to do my thing and listen to it and give my thoughts. So without further ado, let's go! Starting heavy on the atmosphere, as always. Ooh. Emphasis on the heavy part. Now that is a deep clubhouse sound. Ooh, okay. Oh, fancy there. They were like, don't worry about starting on the beat. Skip one. Oh, the build up. Oh. Oh. It's kind of a dirty lead in there. Damn, dude. Every time. God, that side chain is immense. That's a galactic side chain. Guitar solo straight out of Fruitiger Arrow. This is that type of song that like makes you feel like your soul is separating from your body, like that one SpongeBob meme. You know the one I'm talking about. It's that vibe. Yeah, I can see why this is some of your favorites for sure. It's a fucking vibe, as I expect from every single Zenless song at this point. And this one, with the energy that it brings, doesn't really have too much for the like music theory stuff, but it does have more of a like melodic progression than most electronic stuff likes to have, because most of it just kind of sits on one or two chords for the majority of it, and very little happens outside of a basic melody riff, like a lead, and like that's it. So for this one, it has a little bit more of the chord progressions that I'm used to talking about. So for this one, being an E minor, it kind of goes E minor, G, A minor, and then it goes C, D, back to the E minor. Just kind of creates a loop. It's not consistent like that either. It does bounce around a little bit, but like that is most of the song just sitting on this. And that's really a good chunk of it at very least, until it decides it wants to. And then it loops back in. So you can hear that progression in there and why that makes sense, but at the same time, it's just, again, an EDM song. So there's going to be a little bit more reliance on like the root notes and the tonics of the chord, which in this case, of course, being E minor, it's going to be E minor. The whole song kind of sits around that and makes its identity known around that. And everything else in the song is just a fucking bop. Again, as I expect out of Zenless music, and Sanzi, they're so good at just making great electronic music. I can't remember the last time, if ever, I had a song that felt mid from them, you know? They've always brought me the fucking A game, and I love it every single time. And for this one, it's a lot of the sound design stuff, especially when that guitar solo came in. Oh my god. I loved the tone on that guitar. Like I mentioned, the Frutiger Arrow thing, that's just a visual aesthetic from the late 90s, early 2000s. It's not really anything that's musical in a way, but it gives off Frutiger Arrow vibes, that guitar. And I fucking love it because personally, I think the Frutiger Arrow like aesthetic is just something that is definitely dated visually. It's not like it's popular or should come back really, but at the same time, it holds a place in my heart like it does for many. And I think a lot of people like forget that it's there when it doesn't need to be forgotten. It's just it's a vibe, you know? Might be a little dated, but like so am I, right? Like let me have this. And I also love those little moments in there where it like backed off and then kind of crept back in, like it like turned all the dials down low and switched up the rhythm a little bit. Also that rhythmic switch up that was constantly happening during the song, they straight up were just like, you know what we need to do? We need to cut out some of the beats and make this not a standard 4/4 all the way through, which is that sort of creativity that I love with Sanzi, because it might be the most stereotypical chord progressions, might be the most basic fucking stuff in electronic music ever, but they make it sound good by being creative and having the freedom to do that sort of weird stuff when they want to, but they also don't like rely on doing the stuff that's against the norm. They will stick with a lot of the standard stuff and make it sound fucking great, because a lot of EDM's quality comes from production value and how good you are at mixing and creating synths that are just iconic to the sound. And they have made their sound for Zenless, and they have stuck to that sound. And aside from like their different individual EPs and everything, that tone in game from all the OST stuff I've heard is so goddamn consistent between even the boss themes and the overworld stuff. That's just like, goddamn, they really nailed their aesthetic. Stick to it. I love it. And every single time I hear one, I want to hear more as a result of that. It's just how they do. Though, like I have mentioned before, with these sorts of songs, the electronic stuff especially, it does kind of rely on a lot of the sound design stuff, which I don't get into as much. I usually get into the music theory stuff and sound design stuff. While I appreciate the shit out of it and I love it, I don't necessarily have the experience with it myself to be able to give you any true insight. That'll be like my next point of learning, so I can share some of that knowledge with you. But for now, I don't really have that, so I'm not going to like harp on any of that, and I'll kind of end my thoughts here. So thank you all so very much for watching. If you have another song from Zenless you want me to get to, by all means drop in the comments below, and I will do my best as always to get to those. But if you don't want to do any of that, maybe just want to follow me and support me for more stuff coming in the future, you know how to do all that, and I will see all of you in the next video. Goodbye!